ladies and gentlemen, to the ShockCast Game of the Year Brackets 2015. There were so many awesome games that came out. We had no idea which ones to decide, so I decided to invite my personal bestest friends, starting with Mr. Kevin Clark.
Howdy, everybody. What up, Brooklyn?
Brooklyn says hi. And you are the managing editor of OKPlayer.com. Right next to Kevin, Las Vegas' own Steven Santana.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
You know what? You're welcome. And you've seen his face before, and I apologize in advance. Mr. Tony Polanco from the Coalition, currently working for Geek.com and PC Mag, even though he doesn't own a PC. That's weird, but
I own a PC. How am I doing this show, man? Magic?
I thought you were like a tablet guy. You're sitting in on like the chair and you're looking at torch.
No, thank you for having me on, man.
and last minute addition, not having dinner because he wanted to talk about video games, and man, this guy is dedicated. Mr. Victor Kalagianis.
Nailed it. Got it in one.
Yes. Freelance video dude and member of the New York Video Game Critics Circle. And I'm your host, George Jimenez from DualShockers.com. And welcome to the brackets. Basically, all right, who's excited? I'm excited.
Let's do this, man.
Right.
Go.
So
I just learned about this 30 seconds ago, so I'm fucking pumped.
Are we sponsored by DraftKings?
No, we are sponsored by printyourbrackets.com. That's where I got the print bracket. I picked 32 games, all through my very advanced picking method. Basically, games that are ranked over 7.5s and 8s up to 10s. 32 games. I jumbled up all the numbers and then gave them rankings, and it's just totally unofficial, unscientific. It's kind of a train wreck. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Fallout versus Metal Gear in the first round, but we'll see. We'll see. But just real quick so you guys can see that I'm not just like pulling stuff out of my ass. The bracket is right here, I think. That is not porn. All right.
George, don't tell them how the sausage is made, man. Just go with it.
This whole
People want to see, look, brackets, bam.
Look at that. There you go.
32 elimination. Look at the games. I promise this is not going to be super long, but I'm a liar. But we're going to start because people have things to do. So we're going to start with the first matchup. You guys can see any of that? Nope.
Fallout 4, Dying Light.
Wow.
All right.
Really?
First round. That's right, Tony.
That's easy.
That is right.
Yeah. Fallout.
Yeah, my vote will be cast in iron.
This will go quick.
All right. So does anyone want to say anything before we go? Or just want to get right to the voting.
No, let's get it on.
Let's get it, man.
All right, Kevin, you start. Fallout 4, Dying Light. What wins?
Fallout 4, it was a fantastic game, open world adventure. Dying Light, name is self-explanatory. Pretty much the franchise should be turned off.
Oh, shit.
That is one for Fallout. Steve Santana, your vote.
Yeah, Fallout 4. I mean, there's really no competition there. Dying Light was good. I mean, it took Dead Island and made it better, but Dead Island wasn't that great to begin with, so really can't do much there.
Tony.
Fallout 4. I like Dying Light, by the way. It was a lot of fun. The parkour was actually done well, unlike Mirror's Edge. But Fallout 4 was just, big open world. I like the whole 1950s retro stuff they got going on. And it didn't crash on me even once, so that alone makes it, worthy.
So wait, your game of the year, if it were like that, if it works, that's good
Dude,
for you? If it
compared to
works?
Fallout 3 was the worst experience I ever had. He crashed every 5 minutes, so no. Yeah, Fallout 4.
Victor. God.
I mean, not that it matters since we're voting, but I'm going to go Fallout 4. But, one, Mirror's Edge is awesome. Two, I mean, they did pull off some really good parkour on that, but I just have to give it a Fallout 4.
Yeah, Fallout 4 gets the full sweep because matchups. Not about, it's an honor to be nominated. It's an absolute honor.
It's an honor to be the top 32 games of George's life.
Of 2015.
Yeah.
2015.
Wonderful.
It's the DualShockers ShockCast because our website's gonna have its own independent game of the year. I found out yesterday, so I'm like, oh great, this is all
Yeah, well-oiled machine.
Yeah, aren't we? All right, guys. Next matchup. I'm gonna zip across. You thought I was gonna go under, but I'm not.
Uh-oh.
Got to mix things up.
We're doing East versus West, I see.
Pretty much. All games developed by people from the east side of whatever street you lived on. So, Halo 5 Guardians versus Rare Replay.
Oh.
Eh, All right, well.
I'll start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Halo. I like me some more Halo, and I think the online portion has been the only competitive shooter I've been playing consistently so far this year, and it's Halo. I like Halo. Victor?
I can appreciate Halo, but I don't have the fervor that everyone else does for the series and the franchise, and I didn't play Halo 5, and I really like some old Rare games, so I'm going to go with Rare Replay.
So you're giving a vote to Battletoads. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Tony!
I'm gonna go with Rare Replay because there's 30 games. It's as simple as that.
This is just a numbers game for you, Tony?
Really? So wait, by following your logic, the CVS
there's more
plugins... What?
Don't question me. That's my pick.
What
It's
about
like
the
a game
Sega
that
Genesis
like-
collection?
Hey, that was
that
like
was good.
2009,
That was
man.
really
Honestly,
good,
yeah, that
though.
was great, by the way. That was
Yeah.
2009. We're talking about 2015, man.
Streets of Rage.
Steve.
I'm gonna go with Halo 5. Yeah, there was 30 games, but man, some of those games are just not. They're just not good. Some
Rap
of
by
the
the
early,
Ghoulies, son.
some of the early stuff is just not good. Halo 5, the single player is disappointing, but the multiplayer arena specifically is really, really good, and they're going to be updating it and supporting it with free content, which, I mean, compared to a lot of the other season pass BS that's been going on this year, is very, very nice. So,
Well-
Halo 5.
Well said. Kevin, you are our first tiebreaker. How's it feel? The pressure is on. You could cause a huge upset in the early rounds, man.
Mm.
What do you go for? Come on, Kevin.
I just hope that the internet doesn't be mad at me when I say that Rare Replay is my
Oh.
choice.
I knew you were going to replay.
Oh,
You're not even
I'm a sucker for those games. Like I have the Sega Genesis game. I have Rare Replay.
Yes.
Just because Halo is out and everybody thinks it's a franchise player, it really kind of was, fast forward, it was one of my most disappointing games for the year, so I just couldn't really put it on the strength of voting for it, so Rare Replay is my vote.
Wow. Kevin, what is your Twitter so people can go and yell at you?
Go ahead and yell at me at Kevito, Kevito, Clark, Clark.
Oh, I am upset that Halo did not win, but I'm so happy that we got an upset. Yes, this is what I wanted. This is
keeps it
anger.
interesting.
Yeah, all right. So we're going back on the West here. Wow, that's the West sound. We've got Guitar Hero Live versus Axiom Verge on the PS4.
Ooh.
All right. Kev, you were last. You can start. Kevin, go.
All right, so Axiom Verge is my choice. I like the little 16-bit kind of Castlevania vibe. We actually got a chance to see this game at the, what was that event that we went to, Vic? Top of the year. Where we had that
Great question.
I need you
up
to
there in
wait.
Queens.
You know where Queens is, right, Victor?
I do. I do know where Queens is. I just don't remember the event that we went to.
Well, either way, they had a hands-on demo of the game, and I thought it was awesome. Tony and I think Tony was at the Guitar Hero one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that game was fun. I do like the interactiveness of like the crowd booing you if you're not playing well, or rocking out with you. But just for my 10-year-old self, Axiom Verge is my choice.
All right. Steven, Axiom Verge or Guitar Hero Live?
I'm going to go with Guitar Hero Live simply because I expected nothing of this game. I mean, kind of everyone going into it definitely thought Rock Band 4 would end up being better, but man, Guitar Hero Live, the FMV stuff is weird and kind of dumb, but the whole channel system that they have with the online stuff, and sure, it has some microtransaction elements, which sucks, but that whole live thing where you can play over actual original and like you can YouTube the music videos, basically. Like it's just YouTube in the background as you're playing Guitar Hero, which is what I've wanted for a long time. So I go with Guitar.
Oh man, his mic cut. His vote doesn't count.
Yeah.
Tony, while he fixes that,
Okay.
Axiom Verge or Guitar Hero Live?
While I appreciate the fact that Guitar Hero brought back FMVs, maybe think about the Sega CD from back in the day, I'm going with Axiom Verge because it's Metroidvania. I love that stuff. Anything where, like, hey, how do I get to that area? Ooh, I need a power-up. Okay, I'll come back to you later. Any game that gives me that and, like, a big-ass map, I'm going with. But Guitar Hero, I think, because remember, Guitar Hero was, like, so big back in the day, and it dropped off. I think the way they resurrected it was really good, but, yeah, Axiom Verge, man, it's just so much fun. Definitely up my alley, but, yeah.
And you're sure because it's only one game in
Yes.
Axiom Verge. Okay.
Yeah. By the way, I just realized I like put myself in a corner because Rare Replay is going to go against something else that I probably like better than Rare Replay.
That's the brackets, man.
Nature of the beast here, man.
I know, man. All right, Victor, Axiom Verge, Guitar Hero Live, go.
This is tough because I mean, one, I'm a huge Metroid fan, and Steven's gonna, and but he did bring up some good points about Guitar Hero Live, and that like that game has no business existing. And I don't know if this broadcast is still going. I think everything may have just fucked.
No, we're here.
You're
I'm
good,
here.
man.
We're here. Don't worry, we're good. We're good. We're just staring intently at you.
I mean, that game really did, like, I think like music games for me, like that ship has sailed, but I can still appreciate just like how crazy and bonkers it is for that game to exist and be as seemingly good as it is. So this is tough because Axiom Verge is really cool because on the surface you're like, oh, it's just another Metroid game, but it kind of takes some twists and turns and kind of plays with your perception a little bit. Especially as you get deeper into it with the different weapons and everything.
I need a vote, man. Come on.
Okay, Axiom Verge.
Axiom Verge. All
Sorry,
right.
I just haven't played.
Reluctant. Axiom Verge.
I just haven't I could appreciate Guitar Hero Live a lot, but I have no interest in playing it.
The man is conflicted.
There was some pain in his eyes there.
Yeah, right. Shit.
I'm gonna go with
it a lot.
I'm gonna go with Axiom Verge, even though it already won it. I'm not a Metroidvania guy, but playing Axiom Verge, especially with the music kicking in, and my favorite thing was that weird kind of the weapons that glitch out the levels, and I'm like, they're all really nice touches, and I like the idea. I like that it looks like a really simple game, but once you actually start getting into it, you're like, oh wow, this shit is real.
Yeah.
So Axiom Verge winner over Guitar Hero Live. Almost an upset. I thought Guitar Hero was going to take it, honestly, guys.
Is every bracket an upset?
Probably. I don't know if we followed Tony's logic, everything's going to be an upset.
Well, yeah, because Rare Replay has the most games.
Exactly. The most games equals better.
That doesn't
Clearly.
win. What are we even doing?
All right, guys. Rise of the Tomb Raider versus Rock Band 4. We just had a music talk, but yeah.
This is easy.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? We'll start in the middle. Tony, pick one.
Yeah, come on, dude. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I really liked the first game, the reboot and stuff, and I thought this one, in some ways it's not as good, but in some ways it's better as far as mechanics goes. It's definitely a lot better, and it's just a lot of fun, man. Lara Croft kicking ass. So that's my vote.
All right, Mr. Steve Santana. I think can we hear you? Are you alive? Is
Yeah,
everything
I'm
okay?
back. Sorry, the internet went out temporarily for some reason, but my vote goes to Rise of the Tomb Raider. Definitely, really, really like the reboot. I did not expect much of the reboot, and going into the sequel, it is gorgeous on my Xbox One. Thankfully, I didn't get the Xbox 360 version. But man, that game is really good, very satisfying, and very, very much a just kind of iterative on the reboot, which already was great. So,
Kevin.
So, it's no question, Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's absolutely fun game. It's not the best Tomb Raider game, as everyone's already stated, but I had too much fun playing it to even think about Rock Band.
What is the best Tomb Raider game, Kevin?
I would have to say Lara Croft Go.
Oh.
Interesting you say that. It's like foreshadow mustache touch. I'm gonna go with Rise of Tomb Raider also. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I can't get over how much of a mass murderer Lara Croft is. I keep Nathan Drake, Lara Croft. I'm like, man, these two people are really good at killing dudes. So yeah, Rise of Tomb Raider. And Tony, just for shits and giggles, because Tomb Raider 1, what would you have gone with?
Tony or me?
Yeah,
I mean Victor.
I
Yeah, that's what I meant.
We're not the same person. We're not the same person.
I know, right? I'm awake. Victor, obviously you.
We Tomb Raider, but I mean all the stuff that everyone else has said and all this stuff.
Okay, got another one here. This one might be man. This could be an upset too. Batman: Arkham Knight versus Mushroom 11, the indie darling. Let's start with Steven. Go.
Somebody refresh me. What's Mushroom 11?
It's a okay. So it looks like maybe Batman might win, but it's this really fun. I'll give the game its prop because the Mushroom Rhythm is really good. But it's this really fun puzzle game where you control a floating piece of fungi, and then you have to use your mouse as almost like an eraser stencil to kind of fit it through different puzzles and platforms to maybe. There'll be like weight platforms that you have to get the mushroom a certain size to get it, toss it over the thing. Really cool. It's like post-apocalyptic, so you have to figure out like what happened to humanity. So as you're solving these puzzles, you're getting like slight clues as to why did everyone die. But okay, it's Kev. So I'm gonna assume you're gonna say Batman. Kevin.
You fucked up everyone's name.
I said Kevin, right? No, he's
Oh
Kevin.
yeah, you did. Yeah. I enjoy Mushroom 11. I like puzzle games, but my vote is I'm a huge Batman fan. Batman is the best superhero ever, so that's my vote.
All right, Steven.
Arkham Knight.
I don't like Batman Arkham Knight. I thought the whole spoilers, the Joker's in it for some reason. I thought that was just dumb. I just did not like the conceit that they had to have him come back. It's like just make a Batman game without Joker. Like really, just try. But I don't know. I didn't play Mushroom 11. I didn't play a lot of Batman Arkham Knight. So, but just because I don't want Arkham Knight to win, I'm gonna say Mushroom 11.
Ooh, totally valid strategy.
I like this.
I like where your head's at, Steven. Tony.
I've never heard of Mushroom 11 until this podcast.
Doing yourself a disservice. You should play that game.
But no, in all seriousness, Batman's in my top 3 personal of the year. It's Batman. I love the character, and I'm not going to spoil it, obviously. I love the ending. Even the comics won't go where the ending went. I'm like, okay, this is cool. You see Batman in a different light, the way the world treats him after a certain event. I'm like, this is pretty cool. I like this. And then, the mechanics are great. And despite the fact that there's other engines out there, I thought this was like the best looking game I saw this year. It's just amazing. The rain and all the atmospheres and stuff. Loved it. And I like Joker back. I liked seeing Joker again. I had no problems with that. I love Mark Hamill as the Joker. He is the Joker.
I like Mark Hamill.
Yeah, I like Mark Hamill as the Joker. He is the definitive Joker. So
That's enough
I was
of Tony.
happy about that.
Victor, I remembered your name.
Mushroom 11 sounds really cool, and I kind of want to go play it after this podcast now. But I didn't play it, and I played Arkham, and I liked Arkham, and it's another Arkham game. That PC release was a fucking train wreck on fire.
Yeah, I made a note to put Batman Arkham Knight, not
Console.
PC.
Not PC.
Not PC.
So-
Not PC.
And I thought there were some good moments of the Joker in there. Obviously, I think getting all the endings and getting the 200-something Riddler trophies is kind of a bust. But I think there were some really good moments with the Joker, even though like the big old twist was, we all knew it was coming. But I'm gonna give it to Batman.
Oof. All right, Batman is going to take it. In case you guys care, my vote probably would have gone Batman, even though I really like Mushroom 11. But like Kevin, I'm a giant Batman fan, so I feel like if Batman doesn't win at least one of these, I might be personally offended.
It's your list, man.
That's true. I could just not put it through. But jumping to the other side, I have Nuclear Throne versus Splatoon on the Wii U. I'm going to start. I'm going to go with Nuclear Throne because I really like Rami's stuff, and I'm a sucker for that game's kind of like gameplay loop of just pick a cute monster, shoot things with a funny gun, die, then do it again, then die, then do it again, but get something slightly cooler. It's just, roguelikes are just awesome. So I'm going to go with Nuclear Throne. Even though Splatoon is really fun, man, Nintendo made an online shooter that works. That alone should win. But yeah, I'm going with Nuclear Throne. Victor, you.
I'm gonna go Splatoon. Nuclear Throne's really good, and I like what Rami does and what Vlambeer does. But like Splatoon is just so goddamn charming and well done. And like you said, like Nintendo made a shooter, and also it's a shooter that's not about shooting other people necessarily.
That's
it's
about
like
picking squid
just
teens. It's weird.
And then, it's got squid teeth, and you could become a squid and swim around. Like just everything about that game like shouldn't work. The music's really good, and so are the costumes, and they just keep it was kind of bare bones at first, but they keep releasing all this free stuff. It's just a really fantastic game. I'm gonna give this Splatoon.
Nice.
Nuclear Throne is great though. Good old screen shake.
Tony Polanco.
Splatoon, like you said, an online shooter that Nintendo made, and it works. And I like that the game kind of had like a word of mouth thing, that's what really made it big. Like people are like, hey, Splatoon's cool. It just kept building up and stuff. And I like all the colors and stuff. Really fun game. So I'm going with that.
I'm going to skip Steven for no reason particular, but I just wanted to go last. Kevin, Splatoon or Nuclear Throne?
When you think about Splatoon, it's like, it's like Rocket League. It's a game that you think that would never exist, and then you play it, and it's fun. The other game, I frankly have no idea about it. So Splatoon is my vote.
Looks like Splatoon is taking it. Mr. Steve Santana, which one are you going to go with?
I would go with Splatoon 2. The soundtrack to that game is so good. You just can't say enough nice things about it. I do like the gimmick of it's about painting the areas and not about killing other people, because of course Nintendo has to be kid friendly. But it just works out so well for that game. So Splatoon is definitely my favorite. And I'm tired of roguelikes. There's enough of them.
That's a fair argument.
All right, back to the west side. We are going Bloodborne versus Disney Infinity 3.0. Kevin, go.
That's a weird thing.
That's so macabre. Oh man. I only got hands-on with Disney Infinity, and I like the idea of it. But for my hardcore bloodlust, I'm going to go with Bloodborne.
Bloodborne gets it. Steven Santana, are you a Toys to Life person? Or just a dead guy? God, I should have done that better. which one are you?
It's kind of tough because I really like Star Wars, and Disney Infinity does Star Wars really well. But I'll go with Bloodborne just because that game got me into the Souls series. I tried and tried and tried with Demons, Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 2, but just could not get into it. And Bloodborne, just something about it. I think maybe it was just because it was more about offense than defense. It made me fall in love with that gameplay system, like everyone else on the internet already was. So I'm gonna go with Bloodborne.
We're going to skip Tony and Victor and go to me because I don't want to go last. I'm going to go with Disney Infinity because as much as I appreciate Bloodborne, I kind of checked out of it where it just turns out maybe that's just not the game for me. I appreciate the different, the changing gameplay, as Steven said, instead of going like defense and just, sit behind a shield. This was more offense and find your opening. But yeah, let's go with, I'm going to give it to Disney Infinity. Victor, you.
I'm going to have to swing Bloodborne. As much as I kind of got a little fatigued in that series with the Souls games, I really do like that genre and those games, and I do like how they changed up the formula. I know everyone at the Critic Circle that we are associated with is going to fucking kill me when they hear that I throw like Disney Infinity under the bus, but it is really good. For me, I think Bloodborne just hits me harder.
Okay. And Tony, doesn't matter, but I want to hear what you think.
Yeah. Okay, I've never been a fan of the Soul series. I always felt it was just too slow and stuff. Bloodborne, on the other hand, is fast. Like you said, it's just about the offense and stuff. And I like the whole, it wasn't an open world game. It was big, but it was like structured in a way where it wrapped around itself. I really like the deliberate level design. I love the whole Lovecraftian thing that was going on with it. Like you thought it was just going to be like a one game, and then it turned into a cosmic horror. I love that. And I really like just playing with my friends too. Like some enemies were just so brutal. Ryan, who's not here, he helped me with a lot of stuff, and I helped him with a lot of stuff. It's really fun how this game had a community vibe to it too. So and I was also the first platinum I earned this year, so I gotta throw that in there too. So yeah, Bloodborne was awesome, man. I love
such
that
a
game.
weird criteria. But Tony, since your vote didn't count, I'm gonna have you start this one. Lara Croft Go versus Tales from the Borderlands.
Ooh, Lara Croft Go. I'm going with that. I love the way that game set up. Was it Lara Croft and the insert thing? They had those type of games on the PS4 and stuff. I like those. So this one is kind of spiritual to that. Tales from Borderlands, I actually didn't play because I've never played Borderlands. I never saw the point of playing this thing, So I'm like, I might be lost here. So Lara Croft Go gets it because it's just a lot of fun. It's Lara Croft.
Okay, Steven.
I would say Lara Croft Go just because mobile games aren't exactly have a reputation for being the best, and Lara Croft Go kind of usurps it in your expectations. It's really clever. I really liked it. I really don't play mobile games. I got Monument Valley for free, and I deleted it recently because I hadn't opened it for the year that I've had it. So I'm not exactly big on mobile games, but Lara Croft Go definitely did more things for me than a lot of other games this year too. So,
Kevin.
Lara Croft Go. The game was beautiful. This was a welcome surprise after like Hitman Go, so I just like the whole series and the concept was fun. So
Lara Croft takes it. Should we? I was gonna go with Lara Croft Go. How about you? How about you, Victor?
Skip it. I don't know. They're both really good. The writing is fucking phenomenal in Tales of the Borderlands, and Markov Go is better than it should be.
All right. You know what? How do you guys feel about just kind of lightning rounding right through the games right now? Because we've got like a shit ton of games left.
that's fine.
I feel like you're waning a bit, so I'm just gonna Ori and the Blind Forest versus Rocket League. Kevin, go.
Damn it, George.
Rocket League. It was a total surprise. I had so much fun playing it. I don't have any friends who want to play it with me.
I'll play Rocket League with you, man.
But that doesn't matter because, competition is kind of what I live for when you play video games. So that's my choice.
Steven?
Rocket League for sure. It was the best surprise of this year.
Tony?
Ori and the Blind Forest is a Metroidvania game, and it looks beautiful.
Oh, look at you. Victor?
I think they're both kind of surprising, but I would have to lean towards Rocket League.
Yeah, buddy. I was going to go Rocket League also, but Ori gets it. Just go. Is it Ori or Uri? I keep saying
Ori.
Ori.
Yeah.
Ori. But yeah, again, another Metroidvania game that I played and enjoyed, and I'm like, I don't like these types of games. This is weird. So, but good on you, Ori, but you can't beat cars with rockets on their back. It's just
Car
not.
soccer.
Car soccer.
Car soccer.
Car soccer, exactly.
Or car football, if you're in Europe.
Football.
There's another way that you could say this, but it's not good for kids.
Oh.
Her Story versus Soma. It's Victor, you.
Her Story.
Her Story, yes. Tony?
Can I pass? I haven't played either game.
Okay. Steven, Her Story or Soma?
Knee-jerk reaction, Her Story.
Okay. Do you want to give Tony an explanation of what Her Story is?
I know what it is. I saw it that was the first time I saw it at the Game Awards. I'm like, what? Really? Another FMV game in 2015? Okay. But apparently it's more than that. It's like,
So where's the conflict? I don't see what the problem is.
no, I haven't fucking played either of these games, so I can't really say anything,
Kevin, pick one.
I'm going to pick Her Story just because it sounds cooler.
Yeah. Listen, if you guys have not played the game, just go with what sounds cooler. This is not an official... It's not an official ranking system. No one's going to put a gun to your head.
All right, fine, Soma then, because Her Story.
I don't know, the internet can be fine. The internet can be a funny place,
That's true.
There you go.
Victor, which one you were going to go with?
I won Her Story.
Oh, did you? I'm not paying attention. I was going to go with Her Story. Her Story wins. Good job, Her Story.
You've hosted before, right?
Oh, shit.
I know what you're talking about. Guys, Undertale or Super Mario Maker?
Ooh.
I'll start. Goddamn, I like Undertale,
Yeah.
and I appreciate what Super Mario Maker is. I'm just really bad at making things, so I'm gonna go with Undertale. Victor, go.
You could play things too. You just don't have to make levels.
I'm not a platformer, dude. All right.
It's Mario.
I
Right.
don't care. It's jump, hit a P block, and then jump up. I'm kind of over it. Well, I picked Undertale. All right. Don't judge me on my decision.
Undertale's
Like a fucking
great,
game.
but I'm going Mario Maker. That game is just absolutely brilliant.
All right. Brilliant. So, okay. Tony.
I'm sorry you don't like jumping on things.
I'm gonna go with Mario Maker for the exact same reasons you just named. Like I like jumping on it,
Steven.
I like jumping on things, but Her Story lets me go on a date with a skeleton man named Papyrus. So
You mean Undertale?
Undertale.
God, Her Story would be really interesting though.
I know. How cool would that be? All right. Kevin, again, you are the tiebreaker. Undertale or Super Mario Maker? And if you haven't played them, which one sounds cooler?
No, I played them. I'm gonna go with Mario Maker only because it's an idea that they should have came up with maybe 10 years ago if they could have.
Oh, they
They
did.
were rewarding
PC
it for
modders. Yeah, PC modders did 10 years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of like the franchise, the company putting their name behind it, it would have been nice to have something, in college to play and tinker around with. And now that I'm out, and I'm old, I can't really spend so much time making things. But it's kind of like with Little Big Planet. You have all these goals and aspirations in creating this whole world, and then you realize how long it's going to take. You're like, okay, I'm gonna watch people do it. So for Twitch, it's great. I like watching people playing the games and making up their own little world. So I like world building.
So Mario's your vote?
Yeah, Mario's my vote.
All right, Mario takes it.
Mario.
So next couple of games coming
Mario.
up. Next couple of games coming up, I feel like don't really need much explanation, but if you want to chime in with anything extra, by all means. Heroes of the Storm versus Destiny: The Taken King. Victor.
Neither.
That's what I was gonna say. Neither.
Which one sounds cooler? All right.
So I mean, I can't get into MOBAs. I've really tried. I've banged my head against that wall, and I just can't put in the 70 hours on the tutorial. Not to, diminish them. They're fantastic games. And then Destiny I played when it first launched to level 20. It was like, all right. So I haven't played the Taken King. But I would probably want to play Destiny over Heroes of the Storm, so Destiny.
Okay, Destiny: Taken King gets it. Tony Polanco.
Destiny. Like, I don't want to say Destiny, but I don't like MOBAs, so it's like picking the lesser of two evils.
Steven Santana.
I like Heroes of the Storm a lot more than Destiny. I know they've apparently made a lot of fixes to Destiny, but God, that game was so boring when it came out last year. I just don't want it anywhere near me. So Heroes of the Storm was a lot of fun this year, though.
I've heard really good things about Heroes of the Storm too. That they really
great.
like.
It's a great
accessible for everyone.
Oh yeah, it's definitely because I didn't play MOBAs at all before, and now Heroes of the Storm is like, oh, that's actually a MOBA I can play for like every now and then.
Mr. Kevin. Mr. Kevin.
Uh-oh, he might still be setting up.
No, I'm here. The Destiny franchise game stinks, and wasn't impressed by the Taken King, so Heroes is my vote.
Oh, wow. Heroes. Oh, man, I'm going to be a tiebreaker. That's insane. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go with Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah.
Because I hate MOBAs, and this game actually made me like MOBAs. So, Heroes, good for you. Wow. That's a
Totally fine. I think that's a fair argument.
an upset.
I think that's all right.
All right. Seems like it was going to win. All right, guys. Next one. This one seems like it's going to be easy, maybe not. Witcher 3 versus Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I feel bad for Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh, man.
I don't.
I'm going with Witcher. Victor?
This is tough because they're really.
Just say Witcher.
I know.
You can't
But
tell
I want
me
to
to
give more of a chance.
Just give in.
Remember, it's an honor to be nominated.
Yes, 32 times. I really like both of them, but I'm gonna go Witcher.
Yeah.
Sure. Tony Blanco.
Witcher.
Steven Santana.
Witcher, because the Xenoblade Chronicles X's first half hour is an anime-ass anime game, and I am tired of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Preach it, man.
All right.
Kevin, does The Witcher sweep it?
Yeah, Witcher sweeps. Xenoblade, no.
He said nah.
Ooh, guys, next one is a good one. StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void versus Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Yeah, I know I put it on here. It sort of was rated. It's a good game, surprisingly.
Sleeper hit.
Okay, let's settle down. But, Kevin Clark, StarCraft or Assassins? What do you like?
Neither, to be honest.
Which offends you least?
That's a different question.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the former.
StarCraft?
Yeah.
All right. See, I know what that means. Steven Santana. StarCraft. Assassin's Creed.
I'm going to go with StarCraft 2 just because it's a lot more fun watching StarCraft 2 than watching people climb up buildings in Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Tony Polanco, Assassin's Creed or StarCraft?
Oh, Assassin's Creed, man. I absolutely love this game. Like, they lost me last year with Unity. They brought me right back. And I'm that guy who's been buying these games every single year since they came out. So, yeah, and
Did
I
they
just
have,
love it.
like, people morphing into each other and
Nah, they fixed
all sorts of
that
glitches
bullshit.
and bugs?
Yeah, no, none of that, none of that, none of that.
Oh, man.
You know, they just had a bunch of ornery British people, and I enjoy that. And the ugly ass Thames River, brown, nasty, and a World War I section with Winston Churchill.
All right.
It's great.
Spoilers.
That's spoilers.
I love the game.
Josh, Victor.
That's the slowest lightning round. I'm gonna go Assassin's Creed. I think it's really good that they finished off the StarCraft series or StarCraft 2 trilogy. But I really like the Assassin's Creed games, and I've played all of them, including Unity and even Rogue that came out in last gen.
My man.
But yeah, Syndicate is pretty good.
With that being said, I'm going with StarCraft because no Assassin's Creed.
Hater.
All right, next.
Whatever happened with the storyline for that Assassin's Creed?
You'll get one next year.
Yeah, we'll figure it out next year. Don't worry more about it.
What happened to the storyline of StarCraft 2, if that's the argument?
Oh, well, yeah, the StarCraft 2 story is pretty
Everything came together. The Protoss and Zerg and the Terrans saved the galaxy.
Look, at least in StarCraft, they didn't kill off the main character in the third game, and then kind of forgot what to do afterwards.
They didn't make a third.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Let's save making fun of Desmond for another podcast. This one, okay. This one will be a lightning round. All right. Life is Strange versus Rock Band 4. I go with Life is Strange. Victor.
Life is Strange.
Tony.
Life is Strange.
Steven.
Yeah, Life is Strange.
Kevin.
Life is Strange.
It sure is. And last in the 32, we're whittling it down, guys. We're doing a great job. Forza Motorsport 6 versus Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. What? Some people might like racing games. I don't, but I'm going to go with Metal Gear. Kevin, which one?
Metal Gear.
Victor.
I like racing games the whole time. I forgot.
I know you do racing car stuff.
I do racing car stuff. But Metal Gear.
Tony.
You already know, man. Metal Gear.
And Steven.
Metal Gear because it has Snake Eater in it.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, that's a good argument.
Yeah, perfect. All right, guys. So real quick, before we go on to the next round, I want to know what your most disappointing game was of 2015. Starting with Victor, who looks the most confused.
Most disappointing game. Shit.
Okay, Kevin, your most disappointing game, 2015.
Halo 5.
Wow!
Just the single player or the entire game?
The entire game. Multiplayer, single player.
Woo. That's
Snoresville.
Steven, your most disappointing game.
My most disappointing game was probably Onigiri, which is an MMO free to play on the PS4 that nobody else has heard of, and I downloaded on a whim, and it was really bad.
Is it disappointing if no one's ever heard of it?
Yeah. What is disappointing about random MMO?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I didn't play Tony Hawk, but I guess Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 can be the one too, because I didn't expect anything, but God, that game is awful.
Tony, what let you down the most?
It didn't really let me down that much, but out of all the games, Need for Speed, like they were trying to go with Underground, like, and then it was just a barren world, kind of boring. But I'm still playing the game, so I don't know what that says about me.
It says you're a bad person. Victor, your disappointing game, what is it?
Need for Speed's a good one, but I'm gonna, in a weird twist, I'm gonna have to go with Phantom Pain.
Ooh, lie. You know what? I wanted to make this quick, but what was your most disappointing thing about Phantom Pain? Just curious.
It didn't feel like Metal Gear to me. It was real bare bones on. I mean, it had weird ass Metal Gear shit in it. I mean, also it didn't have David Hayter, and like which took out like all of the banter that Snake always has. It didn't like. I kind of like the codec calls and the long cutscenes and everything that makes Metal Gear weird Metal Gear. But at the same time, it's like a fantastic playing game. So I'm really conflicted about it. But as a Metal Gear game, it was kind of like, that's a bummer.
It's also incomplete.
Yeah, and there's also like all the behind the scenes shit is just
No,
fucking
he,
chaos.
yeah, Kojima was on vacation. I don't know what you guys are talking about. My most disappointing game was Star Wars Battlefront because I played a bunch of Battlefront 2 prior for coming out just because I got super excited. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait for like the single player. It's gonna have like take over planets and then fight other planets. And then I forgot like, oh wait, it doesn't have any of that. It's just a really bare bones Star Wars game, and it bummed me out because it had everything I wanted in there. It's just that's it. Once you're past the layer, it's just 3 pistols and oh, your stormtrooper's helmet comes off. That's kind of cool. Also, who cares? Yeah, Star Wars most disappointing game. But yeah, let's go to the next round of brackets, guys. I promise it's less games. Fallout 4 versus Axiom Verge. Tony, start
Fallout
me
4,
off.
man. Fallout 4.
Okay. Kevin, Fallout 4, Axiom Verge.
Fallout 4.
Okay. Victor.
Yeah, all right, Fallout 4.
Steven.
Yeah, Fallout 4 is pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll go with Fallout 4. You know, it's good. I mean, come on. I don't think that's a fair one. All right. Ooh, good one. Batman: The Arkham Knight versus Bloodborne.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'll start with this one. I'm gonna go with Batman because come on, I don't like games that hurt me, and the Bloodborne hurt me. Victor, you.
Batman didn't hurt you at all?
No, I'm a good guy.
I'm gonna lean towards Batman on this.
Ooh, Steven.
Bloodborne.
Oh, Kevin.
The Dark Knight.
Ooh, and Tony, your vote doesn't matter, but I always want to hear what you say.
Okay, I'm glad it doesn't matter because that's a tough one. But
Yeah.
Batman. But Bloodborne was so fucking good. But yeah, Batman.
Okay, guys, I got another tough one for you. Lara Croft Go versus Rocket League.
Ooh,
Kevin, go.
that one's a tough one.
Let's see.
You know, as much as I love Laura Croft, I'm gonna have to go with Rocket League. It was just too much fun,
Okay.
and it didn't disappoint me in the third act like Laura did.
Okay.
Poor Lara. Steven Santana.
Rocket League for sure. It was a lot
Cool.
more fun.
Victor.
Begrudgingly, Rocket League.
Oh, begrudgingly. Holy
I mean,
balls.
they're both
Wow.
really good. I really like Lara Croft. I hate to see it go.
I'm going to go with Rocket League
No
also.
pun intended.
My vote doesn't matter.
Well, pick one.
Okay, Laura Croft.
Oh, okay. What a weirdo. All right, all spelled Rocket League wrong. All right, next on the list. Her Story versus Super Mario Maker. Tony, you start since your vote didn't count last time.
Yeah, Mario Maker, man.
Okay. Let's go with Victor.
Mario Maker.
Kevin.
Mario Maker.
Ooh, Steven.
Only because everyone else said Mario Maker, I'll just say Horse Story.
This is going to be a trend for the rest of the brackets, isn't it?
And I'll go with Her Story also, but even though it doesn't matter, Mario, because same platforms, who cares? But yeah, Super Mario Maker wins it. Yay!
What a dumb reason to vote against Mario.
Anytime I can vote against Mario, that'd be great. All right,
Get
so
out
let's
of the
work.
industry.
Let's work our way bottom up. Metal Gear Solid 5 versus Life is Strange. I'll start. Damn, that's a tough one. You know what? I'm gonna go with Life is Strange.
No.
Why the hell not? I actually like it. I played through it. I'm a sucker for a good time manipulation story. Kevin Clark, you.
Metal Gear Solid. I'm not a fan of Kiefer Sutherland. Thought David Hayter should be in there, but just can't get rid of Snake out of my system.
That sounded like a vote against it, but you brought it back. I was like, okay, cool. Steven.
Metal Gear, you can shoot a bionic arm out of your arm and punch people with it. So Metal Gear.
It's totally fair. Tony.
You could Fulton goats out of this game, so yeah, Metal Gear.
And Victor, let me know. What do you?
I'm going to go Metal Gear. I really like Life is Strange, and a lot of what they accomplish, it does kind of fall apart at the end. But it is kind of just the butterfly effect, the game.
Spoilers.
Despite everything I said about Metal Gear.
Oh man! All right, guys. Splatoon or Heroes of the Storm? Let's start with Kevin.
Splatoon.
Nice. Victor.
Splatoon.
Oh, Steven.
Yeah, Splatoon.
Okay. We're just gonna skip because we're taking too long anyway. Splatoon,
Yeah, Splatoon.
congratulations.
Yeah, it's Splatoon.
These are games Tony didn't play, so who cares? Splatoon. As we continue, I'm spelling these more and more wrong. All right, guys, to the top. Rare Replay versus Rise of the Tomb Raider. Tony, go.
Yeah, despite the fact that it's 30 games, Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Steven.
Yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider, definitely.
Victor.
I was hoping to go last so I could really fuck it up. Yeah, Tomb Raider.
Oh, Kevin.
Like I said, I like Rise of the Tomb Raider, but I'm gonna go with Rare Replay.
Well, Rise of the Tomb Raider won, so we're gonna go with that.
Yay.
Yay!
I want a recount.
Yep, still lost. Okay, let's see what we got left here. All right, guys, we're in the next round, almost the final. I hope it's the finals. Let me just look at this thing real quick. If I didn't screw this up. Oh, no, we missed one. Witcher 3 versus StarCraft 2. I'm going to go Witcher. I love StarCraft with all my heart, but Geralt is a sexy man. Victor.
That's your bar. I'll go to Witcher for other reasons. But
Tony.
I'm not denying that he is.
Witcher.
What's your name? Steven.
Witcher.
And Kevin, I want to know what you think.
Witcher.
All right, guys, we're in the
Semifinals?
yeah, right. That's how it
I
works. I
think
don't know.
George knows how brackets work.
We have 8 games left. Okay.
There you go.
Right. And it's gonna get messy. All right, let's start with Fallout 4 versus Batman: The Arkham Knight. Kevin, go. I know this is gonna be hard.
Yeah, no, I'll say.
Dark Knight.
Okay. Batman gets one. Tony Polanco.
It's Batman. This is Batman.
Okay. Steven Santana.
Fallout 4.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna give the nod to Fallout. Batman came out to be super predictable for me. Then me and Tony essentially guessed everything that was going to happen in the game 2 weeks before it came out. So I'm going to give Fallout 4. Even though I didn't like the story all that much, I found I was more into that world and just I spent 30 hours making a farm, which is stupid, but yeah, why not? And Victor, you are the tiebreaker. How's it feel?
The whole base building thing is fucking useless in Fallout. I'm gonna go with Batman.
Wow.
Oh,
So
okay.
Batman beats Fallout because Victor hates the agriculture industry. But okay, Batman, here you go. Wow. Whew.
Sorry,
Guys,
Middle America.
it's fine. I got another tough one for you guys. Rocket League versus Super Mario Maker. Let's start with Kevin.
Rocket League all day.
Yeah. I'm going to go Rocket League also. Steven Santana.
Yeah, Rocket League.
Oh, Rocket League
that's
takes
it.
Rocket League takes it. I don't even care what Tony has to say. I don't even care what you platform people have to
What are you
say.
guys even doing?
It is super dumb. Oh, look, I can put a block here, like in Mario 1. Oh, we just put Mario 1. Ha! I'm glad you lost.
Hater.
Oh, gosh.
Rise of the Tomb Raider versus Splatoon. Victor, what do you think?
Fuck.
Rocket League?
That's great. Gun to your head. Squids or tombs?
Those are shitty gang names.
Squids.
Squids.
Squids. Splatoon. Okay. Steven Santana.
Yeah, Squids.
Wow. Tony.
Ooh. Tombs.
I'm gonna go with Tombs. Kevin, you're the tiebreaker.
Uh-oh.
Wait, it's really a tiebreaker?
Yeah, dude.
Man.
Oh wow. I'm gonna have to go with
You're
I have to go with Splatoon.
Yeah.
Oh, that is an upset.
Take that, Lara Croft.
I won't be getting any gifts from Crystal Dynamics.
You will not. Well, don't worry. Maybe
Or Nintendo, but
Yeah,
I-
neither one
I-
like me.
Guys, I got another hard one for you. This maybe should have been the finals. Maybe should have arranged this a little bit better, but not I don't want to be accused of trying to, manipulate the system at all. But Witcher 3 versus Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh
I don't want to go first, so Steven, you can go first.
God. I really, really like Metal Gear, but there are more things wrong with Metal Gear than there are with Witcher. So The Witcher 3.
Okay, that's actually not a bad idea. Victor.
I have to go with The Witcher because of all my problems with Metal Gear being a Metal Gear game, or not a Metal Gear game for that instance.
Tony, I know this is important for you.
Dude, this isn't even hard. Metal Gear, dude.
Okay.
There's more games.
I thought this was a lightning round. I could explain why, but nah. Metal
You
Gear.
sure? You sure? I mean, it's a big one. Metal Gear could lose.
It could. Okay, dude. Think about. Okay, this was easily the best stealth game like out in years. Like, can you name another one that's better?
Dishonored.
Dishonored.
We're doing the two.
No, Splinter Cell Blacklist was actually my favorite one until this one came out.
Oh, yeah.
Huge
Blacklist.
game.
Does this count as a stealth game?
Yeah, stealth game. Yeah.
Just because you can be stealthy?
Yeah,
It pushes
it's a
you
stealth
to
game.
be well.
Okay.
You can
Kevin,
still do
Yeah,
it.
it's Metal Gear. It's Metal Gear.
Kevin, save us from ourselves.
My vote is for Metal Gear because there were obviously
man.
more black people in Metal Gear than there were in Witcher.
That's true, actually. Yes.
It's not wrong.
It's not as racist as The Witcher.
That is true. Crap. I'm the tiebreaker. Damn it. I
Oh,
thought
George!
I did not want to go last. Oh, I
Yeah,
died.
George, are you racist or do you know the correct
Yes.
answer?
Oh gosh.
You know what? I'm going to go with The Witcher because
Yeah.
everyone hates Geralt, and there are some racial undertones
What?
of people calling him a mutant and him being an outcast but still needing his help. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm still going with The Witcher.
Fuck this podcast, man. I'm leaving. Some bullshit.
The Witcher 3 takes it because of me. Wow. Whew, ooh, man.
Says the guy with the Metal Gear. Is that the arm in the background?
I'm wearing a StarCraft shirt and I voted against it. Like,
Oh my goodness.
No loyalty, man.
no loyalty. Keep sending me things, Blizzard and Konami. Oh man. All right.
Konami doesn't have anything else to send.
Yeah, they're done.
Okay.
Send you a
Guys.
pachinko machine.
In the semifinals, right? Yeah, semifinals. Look, we made it. We're trudging along. Batman versus Rocket League. Steven, you.
Rocket League, because I don't think Batman's that good.
Kevin.
My Batman loyalty won't allow me to betray it. So.
Tony Polanco.
Batman.
I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go Rocket League. That's right. I know I love Batman, but god damn it, those colors with the soccer, it's great. Victor, you're a tiebreaker. I want everyone to get a turn to be hated at one point in this podcast. So, Victor.
Batman.
What?
Yeah.
What? Batman. I'm just typing in Rocket League in here. But sure, Batman makes it to the finals. Good
There we
lord.
go. This podcast is saved now.
We're just wrong with a whole lot
I
of you.
fucking love Rocket League, but
You can't finish this podcast until you collect all 254
And
results.
And
Get
I
the
did
real
do that,
ending of the
by the way.
podcast.
Yeah, you get
Oh.
the real thing.
looking like Adam West.
Oh my god. All right. Semifinal Splatoon versus Witcher 3. I'm
Oh.
going to start. I'm going to Witcher 3. I love squids. I love paint, but Witcher. Victor.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Witcher.
Kevin Clark.
I'm gonna go Splatoon.
Steven.
I think Witcher.
Oh, Witcher takes it. Tony, what were you going to go with
Yeah,
anyway?
even though it beat my beloved Metal Gear Witcher.
All right, Witcher 3. All right, guys, before the finals between Batman v. Witcher, I want to know, just going around the panel, what was your game of the year? Despite the losers, even if they lost, I want to hear why you wanted them. Kevin, what was your game of the year?
My game of the year. I'm gonna say Rise of the Tomb Raider. For what it lacked in like story or somewhat coherent nature. It was fun. I liked her being brutally savage and kind of like. I like the fact there were more tombs this time around, and she just proved to be a badass, and that's kind of what the video game world needed was more female badasses.
Nice. That was eloquently put. Murdering tomb raiding ladies. Steven Santana, your game of the year.
It was tough. I really, really like Metal Gear. I've spent so much time in that game, but I just think The Witcher is just so much better in certain areas just because, like I said before, the Metal Gear is just not, it's not complete. That third act is just, they cut it out, and the ending to Act 2 just does not make much sense in the grand scheme of things. And so because of that failing, I think The Witcher is my game of the year.
Tony?
Yeah, Metal Gear. I mean, no game brought me as much joy as this one did. And even though I completely agree with some of the criticisms, like the second act is like, why am I replaying old shit? Like, even despite all those big glaring like problems, I just had so much fun just finding different ways of like messing with the guards and stuff, upgrading all my stuff, and it was, again, Metal Gear is my favorite franchise of all time. And even though this wasn't exactly complete, I like the way it wrapped things up. So that's my game of the year.
We'll have a long Metal Gear talk with you, Tony, at some point. But Victor, your game of the year.
I kind of want to be in this long Metal Gear talk because you'd think a Metal Gear game should be my game of the year, and I really loved so much of that. But I might have to go with The Witcher 3: Mario Maker.
Fine.
I can't choose.
Fine, whatever. I'm gonna go with. I think to me, I went with Rocket League because I think about what game do I go back to the most, and what game do I still have the most fun with, and it has to be Rocket League.
There's jumping in that.
There is jumping in that. No platforms though. No, I hate jumping on platforms.
Okay.
But jumping to hit a ball with my bumper is totally cool. And then you could hit the bumper to another car's bumper, and they can hit to the goal. It's amazing. But yeah, Rocket League. All right, guys, we are running out of energy. It's like 10-ish, maybe. I don't know. I've lost track of time. I don't have windows here. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's time for the finals. Who's excited? I want to hear. I want to hear.
Do this, man.
Yeah.
Fucking finals. Let's go.
What are the final four here?
Victor's not eating, but what you're excited. I can see it in your eyes. Steven, you're excited. Kevin is there.
Somewhere.
Yeah. That's what I want to hear.
I can hear the excitement in his voice.
Do this, man.
It is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt? Or The Wild Hunt? Wild Hunt.
Just
Wild
one.
Hunt, yeah.
Versus Batman Arkham Knight. And Mr. Tony, I'm going to start with you.
Batman.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not a tough choice, Batman.
Steven Santana.
The Witcher 3.
Oh, okay. Victor.
This is a tough one. God damn it, Batman has problems.
Don't forget that vehicle that we all loved so much.
Am I the only one that liked the Batmobile shit?
Yes.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
that thing. I could just plow through anything. It was awesome.
Didn't you like it when they had the new character and then it turned out to actually just be no, it's
Not
not.
a new character.
Oh yeah, I called that though, so it was like whatever.
Everyone did.
Yeah, I was like whatever. I think it's fine.
I won a dinner over that bet with someone.
Really? Wow.
That's easy.
Yeah, she doesn't really read comics.
Pick one, Victor.
The Witcher.
Wow. The Witcher takes two. Kevin, how strong are your Batman loyalties?
Super strong. It's gonna be Batman.
My man.
Oh man! God damn it! It's
Love
me.
this.
Why did I do this? I didn't want to do this.
This is the perfect ending.
The perfect ending to a train wreck of a podcast. Don't hate me, but I'm gonna go with The Witcher.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. As much as I love Batman and as gorgeous as a game it was, I think Steven pointed out earlier there's lesser problems with The Witcher 3 than I had with Batman, and the Batmobiles, the collectibles, the very predictable story. I love Batman to my core, but that game had issues. And,
Not that much apparently.
I
There's so
love
much good in that
I
game.
love
There's
Batman
so much.
enough to tell him when he fucks up. All right. To me, The Witcher takes it. I think just the Bloody Baron story, I think, supersedes anything Batman Arkham Knight had to throw at me. Even had a couple of nice twists, all predictable, but you're like, oh, okay, they actually went there. But
fantastic moments in Batman. But
there are some nice moments in Batman. But I think The Witcher 3, even though it kind of sputters out at the end, I think as a whole it was just amazing. That was a game where if you just wanted to go right on the map, you just found shit to do, which was really cool. But yeah, it looks like we have a winner. Congratulations, Witcher 3. I'm so happy for you, Geralt. I mean, you live a sad life, but you are a winner in our hearts.
I mean, so does Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne is never happy.
No, he lives a sad life.
Let's help you, Bruce. No, I'm mad.
Neither one of those characters has ever smiled.
True. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, but the Geralt has cracked goats. He told a jokes. He told a goat to go fuck himself. Come on.
He has a little smirk when he's banging out with people.
Oh man! Congratulations, Witcher 3. You are the DualShockers ShockCast brackets winner of the Game of the Year podcast. That sentence fell apart before it even came out of my mouth.
2015 Game of the Year winner. There you go.
ShockCast Game of the Year winner, because our website one could be different. Who knows?
Yeah, right.
Probably won't be.
Sure, but before we wrap things up here, I want to go around the table and see what you guys are looking forward to the following year. Like what, either a gaming trend or just maybe I want to see Kojima on stage, like anything like that. Kevin Clark, what coming the next year? It's full of hopes and dreams. What are you most looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm interested in how Ubisoft, however they want to pronounce themselves, if they can kind of get out of this proverbial rut that they're in. Not anything against Assassin's Creed, but how they've handled The Division and a couple other titles that's been pushed back, and more specifically The Division with how it's being handled. I want to see if they can kind of correct its course and maybe make it into something that people want to play.
So Kevin Clark from OK Player wants Ubisoft to right the ship, pivot, if you will. That's a business term, guys. Good luck, Ubisoft, next year. We are fingers crossed. We're looking forward to your next Assassin's Creed game. Steven Santana, next year, things are going to happen. What do you want to happen?
I want The Last Guardian to just come out already, because, God, that game has been around for way too long. I would have said Uncharted 4, but, man, the more I've seen of that game, the more I'm worried about it. So, The Last Guardian.
Uncharted 4 is going to be all right. I mean,
it'll be good.
They're all right, which is fine. Tony Polanco from the Coalition and Geek.com and PC Mag.
Thank you for the plugs. Okay, as far as game goes, going on Ubisoft, dude, Far Cry Primal looks fucking awesome. That's Beastmaster the game. That's everything I could ever want. And as far as gaming trends goes, I think 2016 is probably going to be the year where everybody puts out really awesome AAA games and stuff. Sony kind of lacked those 2015, so I'm hoping everybody brings their A game. I'm not expecting a 2007 repeat. I don't think that's going to happen, but yeah, I think 2016 is going to be really good. I made a list of games damn, it's a lot of shit to buy this year. It's crazy, but yeah, that's me.
Victor, something Greek, last name. 2016 is going to happen in a few days. People are going to make New Year's resolutions. People are going to play video games, maybe. What are you going to do? What's going to happen?
I'm kind of with Kevin. I'm really intrigued to see what they do with The Division, because I don't know what that game is yet, really. I mean, it's kind of a dumb, obvious answer, but
Peace on Earth.
I want to see what Zelda is and how that turns out.
Okay.
And I also want to fix my Xbox because it bricked last week.
Oh shit!
My resolution.
Nice. You red ringed. That's awesome.
It fucked up an update, and now I need to have to factory reset it or send it in. And the whole process.
Put it in the refrigerator for a few hours.
You gotta wrap it. You gotta wrap it in a towel. And hold it upside down. Mine. And I don't. You know what? I want to see if VR becomes a thing. I want to see if stuff gets announced, if we get pricing and dates, and I want to see it out in the wild and see what people do with it. But
on Subways?
Yeah, why not? I want to see. Oh man, people can VR on the subway. You know how weird that would be, and how many people would get molested.
Yeah, everybody's getting robbed. Man.
Everyone's getting robbed, man. I was on a boat when I was on my way to class, and my wallet wasn't there. It was weird. But yeah, I think that's what I'm looking forward to. And yeah, like you guys mentioned, I kind of want to see what Ubisoft does. I don't know why no one mentioned. I want to see Kojima on a stage announcing something.
Yeah, that'd be
kind of
cool.
Well, no one mentioned it because you already did.
Oh, very true. But yeah, I want to see him announcing it. Thanks, Victor. You just like completely harshed my mellow and just took the wind out of my sails. I had a nice little ending to wrap things up. But you know what?
Like Mario.
What about Final Fantasy VII remake?
That's not
That's not
coming next year. No
That's
way.
never happening.
Nope. I can't wait for Final Fantasy 15 to come out and everyone to realize it's just not going to be that good.
I'm excited for that. I want Final
Yeah, I'm
Fantasy
excited for it.
to be awesome.
Yeah, Final Fantasy needs a win.
Yes.
You know what they do? Good call, Kevin. Yeah, Final Fantasy should get a win at some point. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. One last time, let's go around the table. I was George Jimenez from DualShockers.com. That was Victor Caligagianos.
Closer every time.
Yes, I'm gonna get it. You can find himself on the Critic Circle. Also, you do some car things. Plug your stuff, man. Come on.
I'm just a freelance video dude who does video things, and sometimes I'm hanging out of cars filming stuff, sometimes I'm filming Back to the Future stuff, sometimes I'm just on big old film sets, and other times I do video game stuff. I don't know what my life is yet.
Yeah, go and you can follow him on Twitter at KGreekness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, KGreekness. You should follow him.
No one can say my last name.
It's true, I can't.
Yeah.
Mr. Tony Polanco from the Coalition, thank you so much for joining us. What's your Twitter in case people want to follow you and know why you're so obsessed with Metal Gear Solid?
Yes, at Romudeth, ROMUDETH. And yeah, also check out Throwdown Podcast. We're coming back January 7th with a lot of good stuff. And of course, Happy New Year to everyone. Happy holidays, all that stuff.
Mr. Steven Santana, any parting words?
No, not really. Just
Okay,
have
great.
a good year. Be kind to each other.
And Kevin Clark, a ShockCast first, along with Victor. Thank you so much for joining us. Anything to tell the people out there?
I appreciate this. I hope to do it again sometime. Happy New Year to everyone, and continue to check out everybody who's on this podcast and keep up with everything and come to the awards show, New York Game Critics Awards games. I'm messing it all up, but
Yes, you are. But yes, the New York Game Awards. We're doing that in February 9th at I think Villain in Brooklyn. Definitely check it out. We will bombard you with links at some point when we get closer to the event. But it's a cool hang if you want to go see an award show and drink some booze
On a Tuesday?
On a Tuesday.
Oh my God, you guys are crazy.
Thank you guys so much, and Kevin's still wanting to come on, so yeah, totally, you can come back on. I'll make sure to bug you again. Thank you, Thunderbolts, for watching. This was the DualShocker Game of the Year brackets 2015 first annual. That I'm gonna make a logo for that. But before we go, because there was a debate whether Geralt smiles or not, and I was like, of course the man smiles.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen. Here you go. There he is. There he is. He's happy. He's our Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
That's from Witcher 2, I think.
And shush your face. Ladies and gentlemen, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Game of the Year on the DualShocker ShockCast. Thanks for watching. Bye. Keep smiling. And all your dreams will come
Keep
true.
smiling and waving.
You should have played the video where he like glitches out, and it's the part where the model's like this as they're having sex. It was it's a great video.
You've seen the production value on this. I'm not doing that yet. Bye, guys.